1 RST year married deployed, 3rd year contemplating divorce. So my husband, 41M, and I, 37F, met while both on vacation 3 years ago. In so many ways it felt meant to be. Both oldest children, good careers, self-sufficient, no children, solid friends, and good relationship with family for the most part. After dating and having traveled 3 times together, we both felt like we hit the jackpot with each other. He showed me all 5 love languages without having to ask. 5 months in we knew we wanted to be together, so he signed up to do a 1-year deployment so that we can get ahead of him being moved to a less than favorable location. We ended up eloping a year from the date we met, and he left for Turkey 2 months later. During his deployment, things were fine. We talked every day and FaceTimed often. Looking back, I recall us discussing SX one time when I asked how he was dealing with that, and I was told that he knew how to take care of himself. I don't recall it ever coming back up again. Didn't think anything else of it, as there was plenty other things for us to talk about. Fast forward to when he returns, we bought a house together, which initially was stressful, but once things settled, I figured we would finally pick up where we left off pre-deployment of being intimate, going on dates, and simply enjoying each other's company. We would basically be living our first year of marriage as during the second year, as we were apart the first. That didn't happen. I quickly began to realize a major difference. When I try to cuddle, I'm met with a stiff body. Him initiating SX has happened maybe 3 times in the past year, 2 only after I brought it up. When I have tried to initiate, I was told to either self-pleasure or he was immature about it. I'm still physically in shape. He doesn't like to go out and often tells me he likes to sleep or watch the same TV or movies, so I'm often left doing things alone. We only started going on dates in the past month because I mentioned it as an idea to help us connect. I have told him a few times that the SX thing and lack of emotional and physical intimacy is an issue for me, and I feel like glorified roommates. The response I'm given is, I told you SX isn't important to me when we were dating and I don't need it. I've always been like this. But my thing is, I took that as the average twice a week we were doing it was what he meant, not going cold turkey or only doing it twice a year. I feel like I have been hit with a bait and switch. He did everything right to win my over, but now that we are married, he stopped taking the initiative, and me being the only one trying to bring us closer all the time is not sustainable for me. No, I don't think he is cheating. I've also learned that he has low emotional intelligence, and his mindset to repress emotions to keep the peace has significantly impacted our marriage. In the last 6 months, I learned that things that I did or said affected him which I had no idea about and would have worked to correct if I had known. However, I would only learn about these things when I would bring up something I wanted to address. When we got married, I told him that I believe in happy spouse, happy house, and that I always needed him to tell me about an issue that he was having with me so that we can fix it, and have been actively trying to do the same. I feel like I am more emotionally available and vulnerable in this marriage, which makes me feel lonely often. He is a good financial provider, but I need more than that. I did not marry him for money. My needs aren't being met, but am told that I am meeting his needs by being supportive, respectful, and caring to him even when he hasn't been as caring to me. We have tried counseling but didn't work out due to him blowing up at a session and saying he wanted to end the marriage after sharing repressed emotions that I had never heard prior to the session, which took me by surprise. I do love him, but this is not what I thought I was signing up for. Looking back at it all, it's possible that I was looking at things with rose-colored glasses, and I can take accountability for that and can admit that I missed some red flags. Even though I was initially excited about the thought of having a family together, the thought now terrifies me. I'd rather be childless than knowingly have a child with the wrong person. He bailed on me for our 2nd anniversary cruise trip that I paid for 3 months ago while I was pregnant. I ended up miscarrying for the 3rd time a week before the cruise and went with a close friend because he was upset I wasn't home when he returned from a month-long training, and I had questioned our reproductive compatibility due to the 2 previous miscarriages at that time. I wasn't looking for perfection, but someone who was equally invested. I don't want to fall prey to the sunken cost fallacy. Any insight would be helpful.